Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're checking out a tactical stealth action game called DieCrypter. This is an interesting one for a few reasons. Well, as you probably know, I don't usually do a lot of stealthy kind of games on the show. I mean, in general, I find that they're not always the best for videos because they require a lot of really intricate time spent, learning the environments, learning the controls, learning the situations, and how the player reacts to the game is very important. But at the same time, this is an alpha version of a game that's hopefully going to be greenlit, and that's what we're here to do today, is to help promote it, to hopefully get this in front of a few more eyes and maybe get a few more votes on it. But what it is I think that stealth games in general, they have a really good opportunity to present compelling AI algorithms, and immersion gameplay can really kind of follow from that. And I am not going to sit on the menu for far too long because I know how much you guys hate that. I do just want to point out there doesn't seem to be any options menu as of this point. But again, early alpha, and this is the hottest, newest version right off the presses, so if anything, this is a pseudo Indie Impressions exclusive, I suppose. So here we are. I am going to take a stab at attempting to explain the story. Take a stab at attempting to, so we're like 2 levels removed from reality here. And before we get into the actual critique, so what the premise is there is a situation where there's a terrible virus that's afflicted humanity, and it's so bad that it's cut the average life expectancy to around 25 years for people. And what they've done is they've engineered some way to get around that by putting people into a virtual reality simulation, I guess. And sorry about the mouse there. And basically what's going on is we're in a sort of a Matrix situation. So every person's been given an avatar, and then their avatars are able to live on happily without fear of getting this virus. But this one person's avatar, and we don't know if this was on purpose or not, but they were given one that was somewhat corrupted, and it drove this person's psyche to go crazy, which then I guess what we're out to do is destroy this virtual reality society that we're living in. So it's like Matrix wrapped in Inception or something like that, with a you are the bad guy twist. Although we don't know if we're really the bad guy. We don't know. Maybe there's going to be another twist on top of that. Anything could happen. So, as you've probably noticed, I've been scribbling out bizarre shapes and patterns with my path. And what that is, what the point of this is, so you can see intersecting paths when you're trying to map your way through an environment, which is actually a pretty bright idea. It means as the AI moves past, you should be able to predict their movements more accurately. So let's do a little bit of exploring here. I guess I can't go this way yet. I can go this way, though, and I can break right through that glass. I should also mention, pretty cool title screen before. I actually quite enjoyed... Oh. Whoa. Oh, I've dropped to my death. Okay, well, I didn't realize that I could fall to my death. But the music and the sound effects were very compelling. I think the introduction and everything looked nice. It's silly to say, but like it's always a good idea to have a very nice-looking, compelling title screen. And I know it's much less important when we're dealing with an alpha version of a game, but still, makes a good first impression, and that's what we're all about here, right? So as you would probably expect in any virtual reality world, everything is coded in grids, and there are pixelated little particles showing up and disappearing, dissipating. Oh, we've got a sentry drone here tracking us already, and we're going to be shot to death. And I'm not quite yet seriously playing, so don't worry too much. I do also want to check, like, how do I don't know how I actually fire and stuff. I know I have a plasma rifle. Oh, and I also have a katana, which is cool, and a plasma magnum. So I gotta figure this stuff out. So obviously I am reminded of like the Metal Gear Solid VR mission style gameplay by this whole approach, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it might be a little cliche maybe. But again, early alpha, so you don't know if this is maybe not even going to be how the final game is approached at all. Maybe this is just all placeholder stuff. Not sure why I can't attack though. I'm working on that still. Got plasma mines. Oh, was that it? Yeah, let's put... Okay, it's simply spacebar. Wow, I can't believe that was a thing that I wasn't getting. I thought I hit it, but I guess the animation didn't register. I didn't see it or something. So, yeah, so spacebar. Let's use our katana a little bit and explore. I just want to see how the enemy reacts and what kind of leading I can maybe do with this. There's a health pack up there, by the way. Okay, so there's pass through here. These transparencies may be a little bit opaque yet for me. I might want to see those. Okay, so he's got a 360 field of view once he's in alert mode. But yeah, I might want to see those transparencies lightened up just a little bit. I do like this, whatever this is, this glass pane here. As I saw it broke before, it looked kind of cool. So I believe I planted a mine. There we go. And that was the point of that. I'm not sure how I attack with these guns, though, because hitting spacebar doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe you have to have something in your sights before you can attack them or something like that. And that should be an elevator up. Plasma mine. Yeah, there you go. Go. Oh, I can't fall that far. Man, that is kind of gory when he falls to his death. You would think, you know, if you're in a particle world made of VR stuff, then probably dying in blood and gore probably isn't that necessary. I'm thinking plasma mines are pretty much like the best approach in almost all cases. There you go. Yep, no, blow him up. What was that? So one of the problems, and well, maybe not problems, but one of the slight issues with early alphas is a lot of the time you don't have a really good opportunity to tutorialize, get the player familiarized with what exactly the game is about, or how they should be expected to approach it. Now in this case, I think it's probably fairly intuitive, and of course I'm botching that pretty hard anyway, but I think that really the way that we go about this is going to be just learning it little by little, and I don't think it's going to be that hard really in the end. There we go. I beat that thing to death. I think just in general, if you are familiarized with how stealth type games work, you'll probably get a pretty quick feel for this, even though I'm doing really poorly at it. Shouldn't be playing this like an action game, obviously. But I do like a katana when I have the opportunity for one. Look at the way the glass breaks apart, it's pretty cool. Not sure why it floats up into the air, but, you know, then again, not really governed by traditional physics in this type of thing, are we? So the overarching goal, I guess, of this game is supposed to be that we would look around for different ways to disrupt society as we know it. There you go. Sorry, I guess I'm gonna play this as a melee character, unintentionally. And I guess you can tell that I'm a bad guy because I have red eyes. I kind of like the cel-shaded aesthetic on the character too. It looks decent. I mean, again, might be a little early, but like the animation seems smooth. The look of him seems fine. So we should be able to tell that an AI character is going to hopefully, well, not hopefully, but should plod its way around. Not sure what they're... Yeah, okay, well that was kind of a poor hiding place, wasn't it? Not sure why they patrol the way they patrol, so maybe that's another thing to deal with eventually. I mean, so far I've basically completely ignored all governing rules for stealth action games. Or I should say stealth tactics games. But I guess that's my prerogative at the moment. I'm not really trying to assert that, but I guess that's what's happening. Sorry, dude. Your camera was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It seems to me a little bit like maybe to start out, you might want to have some AIs with conical vision. We've got some bits. I guess bits are good. Can I, like, make my way up there? How would I normally get up to that? Oh, okay, this is a platform. Might also be interested in seeing what happens if you can, like, move the camera around a little bit, although I don't know if that's necessary. Oh, is he coming? No, no. I'm also interested to see what happens if you were to, I don't want to use the word aggro, but I guess it sort of applies. Oh, I'm gonna die pretty soon. If you were to, like, aggro one of these guys and then run away, like, what is their reset protocol before they stop chasing you? Because a lot of that stuff does have to be dealt with in some form or fashion when it comes to this style of a game. So we've got this camera over here, which I should hopefully be able to... Oh, crap, I'm stuck in the wall here. That's not right. I should be able to avoid this camera just by walking under it in the right spot. Come on now. Well, that kind of sucks. Alright, I guess we gotta exit the game. That's unfortunate. That doesn't work either. Crap! Early alpha, abort! Alright, for some random reason, the level, collision, whatever just happened, decided to let go of my character. I'm not sure why. But what's done is done, and now we're on alert. I threw a static grenade. I'm hoping that functions like an EMP, because it looked like the camera got all fuzzy for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what happens. Oh crap, everybody's at... Yeah, I'm dead. So it looks like you're pretty far outgunned at the beginning here. I don't know if this is going to actually be like the way that the game's presented towards, you know, when the actual release happens. See, this wall is kind of right in the way there. I'm curious to know what's going on with that right side and if we can go a different path, because this way is clearly blocked. Well, that's the thing, not clearly blocked. It is intangibly blocked by something. This area seems compelling to me. I don't know why. I just need to, like, see more about it, I guess. It seems to me like I should be able to cross that, but then there's just that block in the way. Maybe this unlocks later, or maybe this is just the developer teasing a later area that has not been created fully yet. So I don't know what the relevance of these bits on the map are. I guess they're your collectibles in this case, which is fine. So maybe I should actually try and be a little stealthy for once and sneak by some of these guys. Hopefully it should be possible to not have to fight anything. But you know me, I'm always looking for trouble for whatever reason. No! No, you won't. I will run away. Probably can't traverse a three-dimensional thing like that. No! You really don't have very long to react to these scenarios, considering how fast those cameras move around in circles. Calm down. Oh, jeez, now I gotta kill you? Didn't really have much option there. So I guess in terms of balancing, I would definitely want to see a little bit more of that done. Because right now it seems a little bit... I mean, granted, I have a ton of weapons, but, like, it seems like most of them don't work. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but, like, I can't seem to fire my plasma rifle. Maybe I should try firing it at, like, an enemy, or when there's an enemy on the screen. And these bits that come out of them when they die also are quite similar to the bits you're supposed to be collecting. I mean, granted, they're a little bit larger and a little bit more transparent, but it can be probably a little confusing, considering there's also little bits appearing and disappearing, just randomized particles. So these would be perhaps things you could differentiate with color, who knows. So, oh, can I fire when... I guess I can fire when he's there. Okay, I understand. That's fine. Plasma rifle kind of sucks, though. So far, I think the katana's been my biggest advocate or boon as far as defending myself goes. Plasma magnum sounds pretty exciting, though. What can I do with this thing? Not much. Once you're taking hits, you're kind of done. Like, you can't really do much to get away. There's not really any evasion. One of those areas that I think, like, the Metal Gear games succeed is having a versatile character that can really jump around and move well and is quite agile. And I'm not sure that this character, at this point in the development process, is quite there yet, but that's okay. I'm really not trying to make a problem out of that. Can I set off my own mines? That is my next question. Apparently not. Yeah, mines definitely seem like your best way to go. Yeah, see, I wanted to get out of that. No such luck. So unfortunately, it looks like a lot of this video is going to just be me running through the same couple areas over and over again. That does happen from time to time, and especially when a game is still a bit early on, it can be a little hard to predict what exactly the video is going to end up being. In this case, I would say that, I mean, granted I have no problem doing a video at this state, but I would generally prefer, you know, maybe a little bit further along in the development process. Because right now, I mean, we're definitely going off of some speculation. I see some potential in this game, but I have to wonder a little bit, like, where we're going to go, because it seems like a lot of it could drastically change, given the right circumstances. I set off a little chain reaction there, that was cool. I could easily see a lot of this ending up being somewhat placeholdery once the gameplay gets a little bit more fleshed out, but that's just the general nature of this type of development process. I mean, stuff's going to change over time, and that's fine. It's to be expected to happen that way. Can't seem to go... Oh, see, this is the problem area. I shouldn't have gone under there. So these guys are definitely a bit brutal. I should also point out, for educational use only, like, as opposed to what? Just been sitting there. I mean, is somebody going to be not using this for educational use? I don't understand. Not sure that's really necessary, but whatever. That's not really a huge deal. So up we go again. Let's see if maybe I can get a little further this time, and then maybe we'll wrap this one up. I do get requests pretty frequently to do early alpha looks at games. I guess not a ton of people do them, and that's fine. Like I said before, I have no problem doing those videos, but I guess really it's kind of up to the developer's discretion how they want to frame their gameplay when it comes to me making these videos, because it is really like it's going to be their thing that I'm looking at, and I'm not going to know what I'm getting myself into because I play these things pretty much always blind. So if you feel like it's maybe a little too early to showcase your game in the best light, that's up to you. Look, I just made the Periphery logo off the new album. I like that. Yeah, so it's not bad to do them at this point, but like again, like I said, if you want to really get people super hyped for your game, you might want to wait for a little bit more presentation value to show up. But that is up to you guys. Oh boy, we found a slant. I'm going down. Am I going down? Apparently I am. I made it further. Oh my god, what's going on? I don't want to fall. Okay, I thought I was trapped there. It looks like this is a pretty difficult game at this point, and that the developer perhaps is just building levels and levels and then levels, and then we're gonna see where it goes from there. Plasma mine. Plasma mine. One of these is gonna work. Plasma, I want to make you mine. No, I've died. Alright, it's a tough life in DieCrypter. I don't think I want to go back through this again. I think we need a little bit more structure, and then maybe this would be a good game for a revisit. I also am definitely still curious why I can't go through these couple of areas. Maybe these are unlockable, maybe this is a non-linear game. I mean, we don't even quite understand like what the format is at this point, whether or not this is going to be an open world style game, or if there's a very linear progression that happens. And these are a lot of questions that are pretty formational when it comes to a person making a purchasing decision. But at the same time, granted, hopefully we can see a bit of potential here. And I would definitely agree that there is some good stuff going on. So if you feel the same, and if you'd like to help support this developer, I'm going to leave the link right in the description. Feel free to go and give this a vote on Greenlight. Only takes a second, and it actually makes a pretty appreciable difference. So that is up for you guys to do. So that's going to wrap us up for this episode. As always, thank you for watching another episode of Indie Impressions. As always, though, also remember to head on over to the website, www.indie-impressions.com. Check out all the videos I've ever done throughout this entire series. You can sort them by genre, by distribution method. You can check out the Greenlight games. You can check out the free games. Whatever appeals to you. If you just want something to do and you're extra bored for whatever reason, you will find hundreds of games at your disposal, many of which are free. So I highly urge you check out that site. There is not a single ad on it. It is just there as a gesture of goodwill to help you guys sort through all the content. And I'm making a pretty beautiful pattern here. Good stuff. And as you're looking through that site, of course, you can actually earn some pixels and potentially put that towards free games or other goodies that will be coming down the line. So when you're done with the website, facebook.com/indieimpressions would be your next stop. If you'd like to leave a like on that page, you will get every day's new Indie Impression video delivered right into your Facebook stream. Makes it nice and convenient for you, then you don't have to come looking for them. I come right to you, and then you can stay on top of whatever's going on with the channel. I also do some contests and giveaways occasionally through there as well, so it never hurts to be on there. Probably the quickest line of generalized communication when it comes to the show. And lastly, if you're an indie developer, you have a game you'd like me to check out, or if you're just a viewer who'd like to send me a message or, let me know something about what's going on in the indie scene, feel free to contact me via Twitter at RockLeeSmile, and all of these links are going to be right in the description of the video, as they always are. So if you're ever confused about something or you missed something I said, feel free to check in that description. I know the new YouTube layout has made it a little more confusing to get to the description, and sometimes I just trip over my own tongue sometimes, so you never know. So that's going to wrap us up for this episode. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you come back again tomorrow for another awesome indie game, and I am going to go work on my linguistic skills. So thank you again, and have a lovely night. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.